Hi guys, welcome to Mala's Verse. Welcome if you're new here, welcome if you have been here before. Thank you so much for joining me in today's video. And today's reading is going to be any guidance that's coming through for the month of May. And as usual, we have three piles to choose from. The images will show up on your screen now. Take a few deep breaths in and breathe out through your mouth as you focus on these images, letting your awareness guide you to whichever pile you are drawn to. And you're more than welcome to choose one or more piles. I will see you in your reading. One, so if you chose the first image, this is your reading. First, I'm going to read the notes that I have for you as I connected with your energy before pulling out your cards. So we have some words here, and then a few sentences that may resonate with you. So yeah. The first word is karma. The second word is light. So I was feeling this connection, essentially the karma getting lighter, essentially a karmic balance coming into your life where you feel much lighter, like a weight is being lifted off, because I also saw like a thunderbolt lightning and broadening of horizons, clouds clearing after a storm or a hailstorm or heavy rain, embracing the dual nature of things and transcending it. Car drives might be significant for you and hold messages for you. Maybe when you are driving, it was specifically coming as car drives for some reason. So maybe you're traveling in a taxi, in a cab, or you're driving in your own car. There might be chances that you come across certain messages from the universe while driving. It could be signages, it could be something you're listening to, it could be the conversation you're having, or it could be another car that you're looking at. Anything, whatever comes across your way, there are chances you may receive some messages there. So, and the next point is refreshing activities for your body, like drinking a lemonade on a hot summer day. And the main phrase for you, or a motto for the month of May that you can apply to your life, is calm and cool wins the race. Loosen up your collar button, relax, and do what you do as you know how to do it the best way. The example that I was receiving while I wrote this down was, how just for an example, I'm looking at elites, probably, right? So, any elite who necessarily doesn't have to be mean, or the stigma around what richness is or how wealthy people live. Beyond that stigma, what if there are people who are wealthy and they live a modest life also? For example, I think Warren Buffett is a good example for that. Do correct me if I'm wrong, or if you have better examples, definitely share that in the comment section. Yet the example was, someone who's extremely rich, they find that their car has broken down in the middle of the road, and they would immediately call up somebody else to help them out, or ask someone else to do the work, right? But here what I was receiving was the same person steps down from the car and they roll up their sleeves, they unbutton their collar button and they start fixing the car, essentially. So that was the image I was receiving. And now we are going to go into your cards. All right, we have the Ace of Feathers as the theme of your month, which is the Ace of Swords. Then we have Knight of Pentacles, and we have the Page of Pentacles. So Knight of Pentacles is something that you can look forward to, and the Page of Pentacles is something you need to be aware of, something that can be a challenge. With Ace of Feathers, I think this psychic message also relates very well for you, pile number one, which is clarity, right? We were talking about clouds clearing up, and as well, excuse me, um, and karma lightening up, right? I mean, like, there's a lighter load around karmic stuff. So maybe the karmic wheel is changing, it's refreshing for you. That's the energy. And we do have the Justice card also show up as a clarifying card. So I just love that, everything is in sync here for you, pile one. And with Ace of Feathers, mental clarity and foundation, that is the major energy here for your entire month of May. I asked as to why, or what clarity are you receiving. So we have mystery here. So I perceive that especially, if you've been doing subconscious work or work around, limiting beliefs, and especially work around not just beliefs but energetics, of how you perceive the world, or what's stopping you from actualizing what you really want to do. I perceive that's where you are going to get a breakthrough, and we do have breaking free also showing up here. Anyway, but that's the major theme for you. So this is a month for especially mental clarity and breakthroughs around your limitations or what's been limiting you. So okay, first we are going to look at what you need to be aware of with the Page of Crystals, and for that we have the clarifying card as Justice. So justice is truth and clarity again. Mental clarity, clarity is the theme of the month for you. File number one. And with Page of Crystals, ideas and discipline. That's what I'm perceiving. Discipline wherever it's required for you to take up charge to change these things, especially as soon as you receive this clarity about what's been limiting you. Probably taking up that discipline as you know cha- not as a challenge. Wow, I am mixing my words here essentially, but what I'm trying to say is that once you receive clarity, whatever you need to do might require a lot of discipline from you, which could pose as a challenge. But with the Justice card as clarifying card here, the challenge could be because my attention was going to the fact that I hope it's a raven. So I do connect ravens definitely they're highly intellectual, but also I do connect them with ancestors. So I do perceive that the clarity that's coming in for you, pile number one, is within your ancestry, or how your ancestry has been, or ancestral ways of thinking have been embedded in you, maybe through just being born in your family, or more than that, through your external environment as well. The way people must have shaped your psyche with the experiences you had with them. So, and how that's been blocking your money reality in some way, shape, or form, because of the five cards, the three cards that we have here are of crystals, as uh, that is essentially pentacles energy. So money, this could be associated with career, but I'm more so getting your beliefs around money, especially how much you deserve or what you deserve, and how to create it for yourself without feeling guilty. Because I feel like that example that we talked about with the card thing, maybe there is a reality that was, or a thought or belief in your family that was reiterated and perpetuated a lot, which implied towards how rich people are mean, they are disrespectful, or they don't care for the planet or anybody else. I'm not denying that that's not true, but that does not necessarily have to be true for every rich person out there, and for you as well, because maybe that kind of a belief must have made you hesitant in pursue, not just, I wouldn't say pursuing, but being open to receiving money, or even open to receiving gifts that are probably costly or could create greater for you. Remember, money is a resource. With the same money that people are cutting down trees, if you are genuinely caring for the planet, you can use that money to buy pastures or really big acres of land essentially, and grow a forest of your own, right? So you have that power as well, to, I mean, like, it's a tool. Money is essentially a tool, the same tool that can be used for destruction or creation. What is it that you choose? But I perceive that maybe in your family line, this was force fed to you more, that money, maybe it creates sourness in relationships, and that's why there's an issue, because the Justice card is also associated with Libra, and Libra is associated with relationships. So probably that must have been a pain point as well in your family line, or in or in your ancestry. But you are certainly receiving a breakthrough here. The challenge would be for you to be really committed to this work and change it for yourself, especially mentally, and how you apply that to the choices that you make, the practical choices that you make moving forward. Maybe this is about how you live physically, or how you treat your body physically as well. So that would also require discipline in some way, shape, or form, because pentacles is again, it is associated with money, but it's associated with earth energy too. Our body comes from the earth, right? We are associated or connected to the planet, to the nature. So your way of treating your body, is it in communion with the planet or not? I don't remember which book it was I some, I have it here somewhere, but it's about, I'm so sorry, I forgot the name, but there was this quote in that book about how the power of something increases when it's in its natural environment. We are humans. We are supposed to, that's why we feel so at ease when we are in nature. Also, nature does not judge us, right? It is the best example for total allowance. It doesn't judge us for our weight, for our color, for any skin issues we have, for maybe if we are not smelling good because we haven't taken a bath for many years. Nature doesn't judge us as much. Maybe cats or dogs too. I was just remembering some memes, but that too, it doesn't matter as much, right? Even then, dogs also come around you. But when you go to a tree, the tree is not going to judge you for the way you smell, look, or whatever it is. It's going to be in full allowance of who you are. So being in allowance of yourself could be a task, because this is a big revelation that's happening, right? But give yourself the permission to equalize this energy, because this is a karmic balancing energy that's happening for you, pile one. Now, what you can look forward to is the Knight of Pentacles, and we have the clarifying card as the Eight of Pentacles, and it says dedication and progress, endurance and determination. What I am receiving with this is, while one, you will be very surprised by your own dedication, most of all. And also, I perceive that these changes that you will be bringing in your life, you might think with the Page of Pentacles that you're not equipped enough or you don't know how to go about it, but with the Eight of Pentacles being here, you will be surprised that you have actually mastered certain things here, or your soul must have mastered it. So it's much more easier for you to do. It's much more easier for you to be in that calm and cool energy that is coming out as your motto for the month. So it's probably going to be a surprise for you how, the first step will be the hiccup essentially, but once you start to get into the flow of this, it will be much more easier for you moving forward. So that is what you can look forward to with Knight of Pentacles. Like I said, yes, Pentacles is slow moving energy, but like with the word endurance and determination, that is the fuel you will have, because you yourself will be surprised as to how determined and how strong your endurance or resilience is. Now, yeah, I just wanted one clarifying card as to what you will be, experiencing towards the end of the month. Breaking free, sorry, and breakthrough essentially. Like I said, you will be breaking down shackles, especially around money. And what your higher self wants you to do is dive deep. With dive deep, what I'm receiving is dedicate yourself to this new commitment that you will have, pile one, fully to your contentment, and include as many things as you can that makes this journey joyous for you in any way, shape, or form. Even if it's probably it's just writing down, stuff. Because around changing mindset, many a times, for me at least, journaling has helped the most, and it always does. So maybe writing helps you a lot. So buy fancy stationery. You don't have to spend much, but you can buy fancy stuff, or you can just Google, or you use Canva and stuff like that, where you can make cute little journals or posters for yourself. So be creative with that and induce as much joy as you can within this energy, and dive deep in it, dive fully in it, because you are going to break free, pile one. Now I'm going to pull one last card for you from this deck as a thought prompt or a journal prompt. So let's see what's here. You're definitely going to have more, control over your emotions towards the end of the month with the King of Cups here. So let's see what journal prompt is coming for you, or thought prompt. Okay. We have literally what I'd written in the psychic reading, which is, lemonade essentially was an example. So we have alkaline diet and more electrolytes. So whatever is lighter for your body, maybe look up what superfoods are. And of course, I am not a doctor, I'm not a medical professional. Always consult with your doctor, with your go to medical professional for anything you need to know about your body. But you know the best as to what suits you, right? So take care of your body, and essentially just include more of what makes you feel lighter in your bodies physically, because it's a lot of physical energy. clarity is on the mental level, but it's going to show up a lot in your physical body or in your physical reality. So, pile one, that's all that I have for you. Thank you so much for joining. I hope that this was helpful in some way, shape, or form. Do share your thoughts in the comment section below. Do like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for joining, and I hope to see you in future readings. Bye bye. Hi, pile two. If you chose the second image, this is your reading. So, I'm going to read what notes I received or energies I receive while connecting with your energy or your pile before pulling out your cards. And we have fusion music, and fusion music reminds me of songs that I've listened to, especially like classical music, Indian classical music being, blended very well with electronic music or electronic dance music. So I've listened to a lot of hymns or songs dedicated to gods or goddesses that have been mixed and made into dance type of music. So from there, I got this awareness that bringing harmony in the modern and traditional ways of expressing an idea or your ideas or how you communicate. Compassion and kindness fused with mindful assertion. You may have some messages in pile number three, and start wearing the vibrant, extravagant clothes that you have been hiding in your closet for really long, or maybe even years together, and it's just catching dust. So start wearing that and have fun in life, because we do have very fun, fiery energy. Because of the seven cards that we have here, four of them are wands energy. So definitely very inspiration, creation. A lust or excitement for life kind of an energy. So the theme of the month for you is the Ace of Wands or the Ace of Acorns. What can you look forward to? For that, we have the Page of Acorns. Just give me a moment. And what could be a challenge? For that, we have the Two of Acorns or Two of Wands. So Ace of Wands is being clarified by the Six of Wands. It's just such a beautiful combination, because what I'm perceiving is that this, gust of wind which will give you inspiration is definitely very divinely guided, because Ace is inspiration coming through from source, from creator, from god or goddess, whoever you believe in. And with the six of wands, it's like you will have this innate knowing, even if you don't know what it looks like at the end. You do have this awareness that this path is going to lead to your success. With the Six of Wands, it's going to lead to your own triumph. You will have that awareness. So that's the overall theme here for the month of May for you, pile number two. And then we have what can you look forward to. For that, we have the Page of Acorns, discovery and enthusiasm. And the Page of Acorns or the Page of Wands actually, immediately reminds me of wearing really fun, extravagant, or even flashy clothes. And that's what had come up in your messages as well. So something about dressing up, being happy, and very excited about life. I'm sure you might have a piece of cloth or two, or many even, that makes you, really makes you feel jazzy, sassy, or fun, or want to have, or it induces the energy of wanting to have fun. So spicy energy essentially. So bring those clothes, pieces of clothes out, start wearing them as regularly as you can, or whenever you do seem it's fitting. But definitely start wearing them, because probably you might get inspired to actually wear them essentially. And that is another thing you can look forward to. And as I asked for a clarification as to why would this be a blessing as well, we have the King of Pentacles or King of Crystals saying courage and commitment. This is going to, the way this enthusiasm for life that you'll start having is going to be very useful for you and your business, because the number of cards that we have here, and most of them being Wands energy, I certainly perceive that this is associated with career. So maybe it's business, maybe it's the new position you are in at your workplace, or whatever sort of advancement you are looking forward to. This enthusiasm that is getting inspired within you is going to pave the way for that as well. And not just pave the way, but make the entire journey towards this King of Pentacles energy much more fun. So I perceive like it's like, so what I'm receiving is, dress for the job you want to have. And sometimes I have contradictory views about it, because I feel like dress the way that makes you feel confident for the job that you want to do. So it doesn't necessarily have to be the industry standard for that particular job, but more so what do you enjoy wearing when you are doing that work, and really what actually sparks up your entire being and inspires you and adds to that work that you are doing. So maybe you like to dress up in a more creative and fun way, maybe you like to dress up in a more muted way and focus on what's being done. So whatever it is, but start doing this more and stop saving the best for the last. Start enjoying now. That's the energy. And it's not just that is the energy. I do perceive that that's the blessing that's coming through. You will be looking towards life in that manner. You will be excited about life, and very exploration or explorer energy might be coming through, because we let me just get to why I'm talking about that as well. Because two of acorns, or the two of wands here, is a challenge, which tells me that maybe they not maybe you do have certain decisions to make or choices to make wherein you might lose focus. Because I asked, like, why would this be a challenge, and we have exploration and discovery with page of feathers, which is the page of swords. So in terms of exploration, I do perceive that exploring from your heart space and exploring things that you already enjoy, rather than page of swords energy. Because page of swords is reminding me of stalking on social media. So I'm not saying that you're stalking anything, anybody or anything, but spend mindless scrolling or just moving through social media thinking that, or watching a lot of stuff on social media thinking that's going to inspire you or it's informative. I'm not saying social media isn't informative, it definitely is. But at this point in time, the stage that you are in, it may actually confuse you more than give you clarity. Because I asked, like, what can you do to have more clarity? For that, we have the hanged man, and the hanged man is reminding me of Pisces energy. Of course it is Pisces energy, but it's also reminding me of how this grasshopper is actually, it's upside down, but there's still a boundary around it. So which choice of the two choices, or of probably more than two choices that you have, which choice makes you feel at home, especially in the sense of not people, but what kind of energetic environment makes you feel at home. So if you are doing something that's tomfoolery, like, or you are making mistakes, or you're just goofing around, but you are in an environment, you have created an ecosystem around you which is safe and kind and nurturing and in allowance of every part of you. So what choice would lead to that, or what choice would help you create that environment more, would be a good tell all for you to understand, like, okay, maybe this is the pathway I need to take. So recognize what path makes you feel that way. That would be a green signal, I would say, with this card here, because we have patience and perspective. So it's like definitely a change in perspective, because page of swords is very fast moving energy, air and swords is fast moving energy. Here with the hangman being something that comes to a standstill, what will help you have a sustainable growth is what you need to look at, rather than getting probably even fooled by what's being shown on social media. Now, the last card that we have here is, okay, sorry, yeah, one card that we have here is miracles, as this is representing what the culmination of the month will be like for you. And we have miracles here, so definitely you will be going through a lot of changes, and it might lead to a lot of miracles. But one thing is, there we do have the tower card here at the bottom of the deck. So I'm not saying seeing it as anything negative as such, but it's definitely going to because we have five of wands beneath it, so it's going to bring up a lot of things to juggle between for you. So that can be a surprise for you, or there might be multiple towers happening which are required for you to see this inspiration much more clearly. So you may think that sometimes when these towers are happening, that the things that whatever you are doing is going south. But with the miracles card, I perceive that it's confirming and letting you know that it will be a miraculous journey at the end. So keep looking forward to it, and keep trusting your inner knowing, because this is a message that's telling us what else do you need to know about this month. Keep trusting your inner knowing. Don't get influenced by what is being shown on social media or around you, or what people might be feeding into your mindset or wanting to feed into your mindset. So don't get carried away by that. Trust your inner knowing. The last card that we have here is an advice from your higher self, and it says free spirit. So it's actually just culminating, I think, or bringing together all the messages together here, because it is a very fiery wand like energy that's coming through for you, pile number two. So be that free spirit, span your wings wide as you can, and fly and soar high, and soar high like an eagle. An eagle is always observing, it's not in a hasty energy. So observe, especially because what you can do. For that we have the hangman energy. So I do perceive that, observing, having that perspective of the entire, so having a broader perspective, looking at things from a distance, observing, and then making choices rather than getting influenced too quickly by maybe what society is following at this moment, what's trending. Don't let the trends influence you. Pave your own pathway, because you are being divinely guided to make your own pathway with the Ace of Wands and the Six of Wands towards your own success. So be that free spirit who marches on the dream of their dream drum. Wow, who marches on the beat of their own drum. So that is the ending message for you. Thank you so much for joining pile number two. I hope that this was helpful. Oh wow, we do have one last card to pull for you as a thought or journal prompt. So let's see what we have here. I almost forgot about that. All right. Oh wow. So you'll have to give me a minute because it's an illustration I made, and this is what it looks like. To be honest, like, it's so fun because this triangle, pointed towards the upper side, actually represents fire energy, which is Wands energy. It's, reiterating that message to keep following your truest inspiration that's coming through from spirit. I'm definitely getting that, with the dotted thing that I've made here with the red color, connecting with divine, and really, having that conversation of just having conversation with the divine all through the day or whenever required, but having an active connection with the divine, with your spirit team. And specifically, if some of you are interested in reciting mantras, that's going to be very helpful. Mantras to keep your mind clear, of course, only if it resonates with you, only then do it. It's not a compulsion at all, but definitely doing certain things that can help you connect more with your spirit team, archangels, your higher self, is going to be very helpful. Incorporating the color red, because it is the color of power and passion and moving forward, that's going to be another helpful thing for you. And one other thing that's coming through is definitely, it's, I think, repeating the same thing I was talking about, which is to move to the beat of your own drum. So because these dotted lines, it's reminding me of how birds, because I did give an example of the eagle, but how birds actually move according to the electromagnetic field of the earth. So that extrasensory perception that we may not be aware of as humans, but birds have it. So listen to your extrasensory perceptions as you move forward in life. That's another important message coming through, especially in this month. And keep creating, be the most, be yourself in the most outlandish ways, what I'm getting with this illustration of whatever I've made here. It reminds me of a flower vase too. So maybe you like collecting flowers and trying flowers and creating stuff with flowers. Maybe you want to keep fresh flowers for yourself every day. Start doing that, because it's definitely going to help you have ease in your emotions as well. So, pile 2, that's all that I have for you. Thank you so much for joining. I hope that this was helpful in some way, shape, or form. Do share your thoughts in the comment section below. Do like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you again so much for joining, and I hope to see you in future readings. Bye bye. Hi, pile 3. If you chose the third image, this is your reading. So, first, I'm going to read the notes that I have made for you before pulling out your cards. So, we have here higher heart chakra attunement or connecting with pink light energy, because as far as I know, higher heart chakra energy is pink in color. It's innocent love. So what is it that pulls on your heartstrings, that makes your inner child feel at ease when they express their heart's desires or express themselves without any masks on? Redefining or discovering the true meaning of home, what ignites the sense of belongingness, especially how you belong to yourself, to you, and to the universe at large. So, very deep messages and a deep energy for you, pile number 3 for this month. And the cards that we have for you are Six of Wands, representing the theme of the month, Six of Acorns. I wonder if I think I said Six of Wands. So Acorns is Wands, and then we have Three of Acorns, which is Three of Wands, and we have the Ace of Cups or the Ace of Shells. So Three of Wands is what you can look forward to, and the Ace of Cups is what could be a potential challenge in this month. So Six of Wands being the theme and of this and thematic energy of this month with a Six of Acorns, I do perceive that there is a level of recognition coming your way, pile number 3, that can be bringing a lot of stuff with it, because it's being represented in the cards here. I do perceive that for some of you, you might be intuitively aware about this recognition coming your way, and for some of you, this recognition in some way, shape, or form is going to sharpen your intuition as to whom to let in, whom not to let in. Also, like, this event might trigger that energy within you, that your intuition, sharpens around who is allowed in your energy field and who is not. So definitely the energy is that of you being recognized for, yeah, for some of you probably it's you being recognized for your intuitive capacities. If you are in the field of spirituality, if you are giving messages through, through the use of your intuition and your capacities that are different clairs that most so many of us have, or all of us have, and you've honed it and you've been delivering messages with the help of that to others. So there is a strong chance here that you will be recognized for it and recognized in your field for it, for some of you. So what you can look forward to is the Three of Acorns, Three of Wands, foresight and exploration, which tells me that you are going to see results of, or see the fruits of your labor, the fruits of the seeds that you have sown. And especially with the three energy, I'm getting not years or months, but more so like three different phases of your life. If you had put in some, seeds to be sown, you are probably going to see some results coming through to the surface. You can look forward to that, and especially with Three of Cups being as to why is this something you can look forward to, definitely there is a cause of celebration for you here, pile number 3. So such a strong 3 energy. I wonder what creation are you up to, pile 3, because 3 is the energy of creation. Maybe Jupiter in Taurus transition is actually affecting you in many ways, more than one way, and definitely bringing in a lot of results from results for of things that you have been working on for really long, or you've put that desire out in the universe in 3 different phases of your life, and you are going to find people who really want to genuinely want to enjoy these things with you, and these celebrate your success with you. So some of you, this could be actually true friendship coming in. Now, Ace of Cups is a challenge here. It's so beautifully, showing up this energy, because I perceive that it's very linked to what message had come through for you, which is to connect with your higher heart chakra. And I asked, like, why would Ace of Cups be a challenge here? For that, we have Seven of Swords, which is trickery, right? In its traditional meaning, it's trickery, cheating, or losing out on stuff because you trusted someone else, and they basically cheated you, betrayal and stuff like that. So that being paired with the Ace of Cups, I do perceive that, because I said, as I mentioned, there are so many things that are coming up, maybe new people or existing people who really want to enjoy with you, enjoy the magic that you are, just you being you and recognizing you for who you are, and cheering you on, really. And you might get you know too suspicious here because of the experiences you've had in the past, especially around backstabbing or people being duplicitous in their ways of being, especially with you, or having ulterior motives. You might have faced that a lot, and because of this blessing that might be coming through to you, you might be blocking it in some way, shape or form, because you're fearing the past, or you are still enacting from the past. So I asked, like, what can you do here? And it's just so magical because we have the Magician card here, pile number 3, which tells me you will manifest what you are thinking about, because Magician is associated with Mercury. Mercury is the mind, or the way we think as well. uh, yeah, communication essentially. So more so how or what you think about a situation or a person, you will receive more of that energy from them. So this is law of attraction energy essentially here is what I'm receiving. Or journaling actually what you want to receive, journaling what it is like for you to have genuine pure connections with fellow human beings, and how would you feel once that is happening with you. That's why we have those questions in that channel message as well, like what is home for you, where can you unabashedly be yourself. You don't have any shame, you don't have any guilt, and you are free flowing in your energy and in your expression. So when you're doing that, how does it feel in your body? Where do you feel it in your body? Writing that down and reminding yourself time and again. And what kind of people will receive it? What will it feel like when the right people are receiving it? Really tapping into that energy and multiplying that energy for yourself by reminding yourself of it time and again, and manifesting that reality for yourself is going to help you move past this blockage. And as mentioned in the reading as well, connecting with pink light energy, I was getting the energy of Kuan Yin because I associate pink color with him, with her. And Kuan Yin is she's a mother like energy, and she has a lot of compassion. So tapping into that compassionate energy, the energy of forgiveness, mercy, compassion. So maybe forgiving these people, and even forgiving yourself, because if you have been mad at yourself for letting people do this to you, or for letting yourself get submerged into ways of thinking or coping mechanisms that blocked you in some way, shape or form, if you have been angry at yourself for that, releasing that anger and being kinder towards yourself, speaking words of compassion towards yourself with the Magician here. So that you change this reality once and for all was coming through very loudly, because with the Queen of Feathers being at the bottom of the deck, perception and truth, you are aware of what's true for you, or you know how to tap into that energy quickly. So don't be scared that you will experience this Five of Pentacles energy, which is to be left uh, left in the dust, or to be left out. You will not experience this, because you know how to tap into your truth and immediately take the right action or make the right choice. That. So manifest the fulfilling, nourishing energy you've been seeking, because it's coming to you as a blessing. But if you let yourself be submerged as into what happened in the past year with I don't know why the word debauchery is coming. Let me check its meaning once. Give me a moment. So I checked the meaning, and it's indulgence in alcohol, and drugs, or any sort of vices like that. So maybe because of whatever excuse me, you experienced, probably you have stigma around people who are in these kind of things. And I'm not saying they're right or wrong at all, but whatever stigmas you might have created within your head, or maybe you have shame or guilt around this because you resorted to these things to feel at ease at some point in your life, right? So don't shame yourself and don't have that lens of shaming towards somebody else as well. If someone else has done it, recognize that many of these things are just human beings trying to cope with what the reality is. And so I'm not at all justifying their actions. So definitely, practice forgiveness, release the past, because that's going to open up your heart chakra even more. And I definitely feel that connecting with Kuan Yin will be very helpful for you. She has the most compassionate and kind energy. And what will the month culminate for you like, or what the culminating energy would be like? And we have the future. So I am getting two energies here, and that is your actions will certainly determine a lot of your upcoming future within this month. Some profound changes might happen here in this month for you, especially in your mindset, and especially how you view yourself with regards to another human being. The other thing is, I perceive that you will start having more clarity about the future. And as I was mentioning the intuition part, maybe some of you might start having, might, you would, wow, maybe some of you will start having more visions about your own future, with maybe within your dreams. Through meditation, you might start having more visions about the future as well, for some of you. But mostly I perceive that it's a lot of clarity about what you can look forward to in the future and what you want to create in the future. And no, this is not an advice. So abundance is the energy. Yeah. So this is representing what else do you need to know about the month. It's abundance. So, and I do feel like, with the Three of Cups being here, it's again abundance energy, connecting with people, having playful energy, having love, excitement, fun, joy, light-hearted energy. And I perceive that you may not expect it, but this month might have this abundance of energy where you feel really full of a lot. Essentially, you feel full with so many things. It doesn't necessarily have to be money. It very well can be, if recognition is there. Maybe it helps you gain clients and have more money, but receive more money. But it's more so feeling abundant within yourself, because in any way, shape or form, you were reacting to life from the place of lack because of whatever happened in the past. That's going to shift as well. Even if it's not shifting because of your deliberate efforts, it's more so that this energy will get presented to you in some way, shape or form. So that's going to change, or at least help you in in changing that mindset of lack that you may have. The last card here is an advice from your higher self, which is healing, which I perceive that it draws back to the first line that we said in your reading, which is to connect with your heart center. Certainly connecting with your team in the spirit, essentially spirit form or non-physical, is going to help you a lot with opening up your heart center. You can ask their help to understand how can you have ease in this journey, how can you open your heart center more in a way that's even comfortable for you, and it's not too rushed or it's not too intense. Asking those questions and meditating on this can help you a lot. Some of you might benefit from group healing as well. That's another thing that was coming through. So maybe if you are drawn to certain group healing uh, sorry, options available to you, this does feel like a green light for some of you. But majorly it feels like connecting with the group of souls that you are connected to in the spirit, essentially, who are from probably your dimension or just your spirit guides. They are going to help you a lot in healing. So setting that intention probably every night before you sleep, you just, whoever you believe in, maybe it's God, the universe, your archangels, whoever you believe in, set the intention that the healing begins with probably today, tomorrow, whichever day you choose, and it's happening when you're sleeping as well. And you know how to enhance that in your waking life as well. So asking these kind of questions or setting intentions like these can be very helpful. I do perceive that the moon cycle would be very important for this file, and it actually goes very well with the image you guys chose. So connecting with the moon will be very helpful, or doing rituals around the moon cycles will be very helpful as well. Now I'm going to pull one last card from this deck as a journal or a thought prompt for you for this month. we have we have an illustration, and it somehow remind and we have check with your body, does it feel light or heavy, and anything that's light is truer for you, anything that's heavy may not be as true for you. That's a tool I learned in Access Consciousness, you can definitely apply that. But we have this card here, you can look at it in this way. So the circle again is reminding me of the moon. I wonder if, do we have the blood moon coming up in the month of May? I'm not too sure, maybe. So that could be if it is, that could be a significant energetic day for you. So setting intentions and learning about what that moon is, and then setting intentions for that day could be very helpful. And oh, I talked about Kuan Yin, and this card actually reminds me of artwork. Also, so the colors, maybe probably it's that, but it was reminding me of Asian roots, and Kuan Yin is associated with Buddhism, and it's again reminding me of Asian roots, right? So you can certainly connect with her. It's going to help you a lot. Maybe connecting with Buddhist, not connecting, but learning about Buddhist practice of relaxing your mind. Mostly about, I guess, forgiveness and compassion, and having kindness for yourself and another being. Things like that might be very helpful for you. Pile number three, learning these things or these teachings from Buddhism might be very helpful. Of course, only if you're drawn to it, but more than that, it's definitely giving me the energy that, connecting with some form of information, especially ancient texts or something that you resonate with, and around kindness and compassion can be very helpful for you at this point in time. So pile 3, that's all that I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me in today's video. I hope that this was helpful in some way, shape or form. Do share your thoughts in the comment section below. Do like, share, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much again, and I hope to see you in future readings. Bye bye.